Hey, Astro Kids, and welcome back. And in today's video, we'll be talking about the conjunction of Mars and Rahu. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. So, what do you need to interpret this conjunction of Mars and Rahu in your chart? Well, definitely you want to see this from the D1 Rashi chart. Look at this from your ascendant sign. This becomes extremely important. You can also see this from the moon's position as well. And definitely you want to check the strength of this in the D9 Navamsa chart, and the D60 will have the final say. It's also very important to see the element that this is placed in. If you have this in a fire sign, this can make you a very adventurous person where you're always traveling, always moving, always changing with this position. You always want to try out something new with this placement. And sometimes, because of this energy that is accelerated here in these fire signs, there can also be some issues with relating with other people that you want to watch out for. If you have this placed in an earth sign, then definitely this can make you very successful. You're goal oriented, you're achievement oriented, but there's a need to make sure that all of your actions are above board if you have this placement for sure. If you have this in an air sign, this also can make you a very successful person as well. This could give you instant fame and success because Rahu feels very happy to be in the air signs that's of the windy element. So definitely this could show sometimes even instant situations of fame and success in life where things suddenly fall into your life, a sudden windfall of wealth or fame coming in. The problem with this placement, though, is that you want to be careful about your actions and making sure that you're doing something that is truly fulfilling for you, because you could fall just as hard as you rise with this placement as well. So there can be sudden extremes in your success that can be seen. If you have this in a water sign, then this is going to be a bit of a difficult position sometimes. This could actually slow down your progress because Rahu really doesn't like to be in these water signs. So there can be some issues with moving forward in the way that you would like. You also want to be careful, especially if you have this in the sign of Scorpio, of holding on to intense emotions that become toxic for you. So, definitely, there's a need to forgive, to let go with this placement, not to hold grudges, not to hold on to jealousy, not to have hidden anger, as this can create some issues for you. It's also important to see which house is this positioned in. So if you have this placed in the first house, definitely it's going to make you very ambitious, achievement oriented. You're striving for success in the world. This is going to push you to move you with this placement. You want to be careful, though, depending upon how this is placed in your chart. Again, you want to see what is the sign placement. This could make you a little bit aggressive and intense, particularly if you have this in a fire sign or in the sign of Scorpio, where sometimes there's a need to bring down some of that energy or to find a healthy outlet for this. This can help you. If you have this placed in the fourth house, it may create some issues and disturbances within the home environment, but it could also make you very skilled with real estate and property concerns. Definitely, this could create issues even later on in life, in your married life as well. So, you want to work on how you deal with relationships with this placement, but it could be very successful in terms of your work life and finding ways to gain income through anything that is involved with the home or property with this placement. If you have this placed in the seventh house, there can be disturbances in your relationships for sure. There's a need to work on patience and tolerance in this area to avoid unnecessary conflicts and difficulties with the partner becomes extremely important. And in terms of business, this may be a position that is better for you to work independently sometimes. If you have this placed in the 10th house, this can make you very driven, very successful. You could make an excellent leader, politician, anyone who is out in the world being successful with this placement. It gives you huge drive and ambition. So, what happens then when Mars is conjunct with Rahu in the chart? Well, this creates something called an angarakyog, which is said to create this sudden energy, this explosion of energy, because Mars is this fiery planet that is all about our anger, our willpower, our passion, our determination, our motivation in life. And Rahu just exaggerates this even more so in the charts. This could create some issues and tensions within yourself sometimes. And this can go to one of two extremes. This could make you very aggressive sometimes, actually pushing this energy out into the world, or you can internalize this energy to suppress it, which can lead to all sorts of issues like anxiety, depression, etc. So there's a need to find a way to channel some of this energy properly. This gives you an unrestrained energy, though. It makes you a very restless person where you're always wanting to do something new, always wanting to push forward in a new direction. This can give you an interest in exploring foreign lands, foreign places, distant places sometimes, because Rahu represents everything that is unknown to us. And Mars is a very adventurous planet. So this can definitely take you traveling and moving about with this placement. This can make you skilled in any kind of physical activity, which is seen by Mars. This Rahu conjunction makes this even more prominent, where you could do very well in sports and dance and anything that has to do with physical movement and activity. This makes you a highly passionate person. There's always something going on in your life. Even if it's just happening at a mental level, your mind is always focused on doing something new, on moving into the future, trying to push forward with this placement. You're always going to put the most amount of energy, passion, enthusiasm into whatever you are pursuing in life. This definitely makes you a driven and determined person. As I mentioned earlier, this can create some emotional tensions and inner struggles. So there's a need to find a healthy way to express some of that repressed anger that is coming from within with this placement. Sometimes this can also create some issues in the relationship with the brother in particular, because Mars represents siblings, but especially Mars is a masculine planet. So there may be some issue that you have with a brother in your life, whether it is some kind of illness that the brother struggles with, or there is a separation, discord, difficulties in the relationship can be seen. This placement can also take you through all sorts of conflicts and difficulties in life where you have to deal with obstacles and opponents. But this also gives you huge intelligence where you're able to find a way through some of these difficulties. This can make you very skilled with research with this placement. You could be a very intelligent person, always wanting to seek out something meaningful in life, always searching for answers to the unknown factors of life. This can make you very skilled in technical fields, in science, research studies, dealing with computers, mathematics, technology with this placement even. Sometimes in the beginning stages of life, this could also give some doubts in your mind about your potential to move forward sometimes, because there can be a lack of direction with this. With this Rahu Mars conjunction, you can scatter your energy into the wrong places. So sometimes there is a fear that you're not going to be able to succeed or to move forward in the way that you would like. This is particularly true before the age of 28, where Mars reaches maturity. There can be some issues that can be seen. But definitely there's a need to focus and channelize your energy into a particular direction. This is going to help you to move forward in this way. There can be some distractions and difficulties that actually take you away from your goals. But again, ultimately, if you're able to find that level of focus and concentration, it can help you in moving forward. Definitely, this placement can make you successful in the end. So, the more that you apply this effort and to have that focus and patience, you will reap the benefits of this, particularly if this is placed well in the chart. Especially in the air or earth signs, you could see sudden opportunity, sudden success coming into your life. One thing that this can do also is that this can bring a lot of wealth into your life. Sometimes, even after marriage, there can be opportunities for wealth, or as you mature with this placement. There's a need, though, to pay attention to how you are utilizing wealth because Rahu is this obsessive energy that wants everything in life. So it could make you a bit of a spendthrift as well, where there is an inability to find a direction where you want to manage this money with this placement, but definitely it can help you in gaining from the material world. Ultimately, with this placement, there is a need to find a balance between the physical and the spiritual. This becomes extremely important. And a lot of the struggles with this placement can also come in early in life with some childhood issues as well. So there may be some difficulties related to the family. Once again, issues related to the brother can be seen, but also issues related to the parents, because Rahu deals with our DNA, with where we come from as well. So there is some past life karmas that are connected to your early experience in life. But the more that you move forward and become self sufficient with this placement, it opens up many doorways and opportunities for you. This can make you a very successful entrepreneur, business person. As I mentioned earlier, this is sometimes a better placement to work independently sometimes. This placement also can open up the doorway to taking wrong decisions in life. So there's a need to remain ethical and humble in your approach towards life to avoid doing underhanded things with this placement or getting involved with the wrong crowd that can get you into these activities. Ultimately, though, you have this endurance, this perseverance that will get you through in the end. So, this is a very promising position. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you like this, don't forget to leave a like. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next video.